Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans around the world, I would like to personally welcome you to episode 24 of the greatest wrestling podcast in the Tri State area, the Hot Tag Podcast, man. All right. Of course, as always, this is the podcast. We talk about everything, anything for wrestling. Of course, I am one half of your host, Rashaad, and the other half of your host, tag team partner in crime, my boy, Justin. Justin, what's good with you, bro?
Hey man, what's up? Back for another episode of my favorite podcast. Um, I just want to say I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Of those of you who celebrate Christmas, and I want to
Happy Hanukkah,
wish,
happy Kwanzaa. You feel me?
yeah, and I want to wish everybody, um, all the listeners, a happy New Year as we come to a close at the end of 2025. This was a big year for us as we started um, the Hot Tag Podcast in 2025. Uh, but we look to continue into 2026 and continue to grow with y'all. So
You
here's to
feel me?
a successful 2026.
You feel me? Happy New Year, man. Chrysler. Hey, man. We had a pretty okay week for wrestling. We had a had a little pay per view here, had a little few shows here and there. Just
Yeah,
not.
big week for AEW as they were finishing up the Continental Classic and heading into Worlds End, their final pay per view of the year. Uh, so this episode will be mainly centered around that Worlds End and AEW. However, we do have some things we want to talk about from Smackdown that happened this past Friday.
I think you should just start it off, right? Why wait? Rip the band-aid off.
Yeah, well, there's not really one main point from SmackDown that I wanted to address, and that was uh, Carmelo Hayes winning the U.S. Championship. I first want to start off by saying shout out to Carmelo Hayes. Uh, well deserved. Uh, could have happened a lot earlier, in my opinion, but hey, we here now. And I don't want to immediately get to be a negative on this on the podcast on the first thing, but something has to be said that even when Triple H knows how to do something right, finally decides to do something right, always, always just knows how to just sweep the rug right up underneath you. Because those of you who don't know, SmackDown was taped last Friday. So they had some time to sit with the order of things for this show and confirm the order of how things were going to be placed way for a while, for a couple days before the show, because the show was not live. My issue was you had Ilya Dragunov, who's been a defending U.S. champion. All his championship matches have been great. You had Carmelo Hayes getting a one-on-one shot at the U.S. title. Only title match on the show, yet this match happened in the middle of the show, which I didn't quite understand why this couldn't have been the main. Just because it was the only match of actual substance that anyone cared about on the entire show. I say this because literally right after this match, and I'm a Chelsea Green guy. I love Chelsea Green. But her and Alba Fire versus Julia and Kiana James should not have gone over this match. It shouldn't have. It just shouldn't have.
I agree.
It was the only match that got the people out of their seats the whole night. And it had to take a back seat to a tag match. Okay. Like, my boy couldn't even get no pyro after winning the U.S. Championship. He won it and straight to backstage segment. And then when we finally get a Carmelo Hayes backstage promo right after he wins the U.S. title, he gets 3 words out and then gets his ass whooped by Johnny Gargano. And I say all this to say, crazy way to do my boy Carmelo Hayes after holding him all year. He finally wins the championship. It's in the middle of tape Smackdown. No pyro, no after match interview, nothing. Okay.
What did you say about Triple H?
Fuck you, man. Because we can't keep letting you get away with this, brother. Can't keep letting you get away with this. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes. I know he has good run with the NXT North American Championship and the NXT Championship. So he's had good title reigns before, and I'm hoping this one is like that. They kind of have an easy, or I won't call it easy, but they have like a fail safe in the open challenge if they want to continue that. Which I think they should. I think Carmelo Hayes can continue the open challenge and pull on the quality of matches that Ilya was putting on, and even Sami Zayn before that. Rashaad, what did you think about Carmelo Hayes beating Ilya for the U.S. title?
I I was happy. I was happy. I think because I was, of course I got spoiled um by seeing that he won the championship. Uh and I thought it was the main event because a match like that should obviously be the main event. So I'm like, listen, we already know SmackDown ain't gonna be crazy. I'm like, just at least watch it for the main event, right? Thinking Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov was gonna be the main event.
No, no.
Come to our surprise, it was the mid card.
It couldn't be the main event because we needed to get Chelsea Green and Alba Fire and Kiana James on the show. We needed to get Kiana James on the show, like as bad as possible. So yeah, Carmelo Hayes just wouldn't have. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov putting on a banger for the U.S. title. Just it couldn't go past that.
Couldn't go past that at all.
Yeah,
And the
bullshit.
fact that and the fact that Triple H saw that and still decided to put that tag team match above it. My sir, you gotta die.
Yeah,
That's
got
all
it.
I'm saying.
The Cody and Drew segment had to
Y'all couldn't do that
be
at the top of the
president.
hour. Y'all couldn't do that at the top. We already knew what was going on. Like you didn't have to make this whole big suspense over a three stages of hell match. We didn't already see these niggas fall 4 times. We don't care. I'm here for Carmelo. That's it. And I did see he did say that if he was to win the championship, he'd bring it back to spinner belt. And now you know me, you know I'm a fan of spinner belts. I like the US spinner belt. If you bring it back, I'm copping. That's all I'm saying. I'm copping.
Yeah, again, shout out to Carmelo Hayes. I look forward to the U.S. title reign. Um, like we talked about a little bit, yeah, there wasn't the main thing from the show, the main event, because the ending segment was, of course, the Drew and Cody, where we find out that it's going to be 3 stages of hell at Batch in Berlin. Um,
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this match is not needed because I feel like us as fans have already been through 3 stages of hell watching these niggas fight. You feel me? I what's the whole point of you having us watch them fight more? Like if it don't lead to Drew winning,
I
I
mean,
don't want to see it.
and my idea is that there's got to be an ending, a final ending to this feud. I thought it was going to happen at uh, their last match, but it didn't. Um, so 3 stages of hell, whatever the match stipulations is, one of them probably will end up being a steel cage. There'll be an extreme rules, probably something like that. Maybe a ladder match. I don't know. We don't know yet. Uh, but if it's going to be the ending, and if Jacob Fatu is coming back, which it looks like he's approaching that time where it's about where he be ready to come back, then I'm fine with it. I am exhausted of Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, like everybody else is, but I understand why they had to keep going. Um, because of Jacob Fatu's injury, I just think that they didn't do the best job at the building to this match, especially now that it's signed off that Cody Rhodes and Drew can't touch each other for 2 weeks. And the thing that had me intrigued the most was seeing Drew Claymore Cody every week from a different angle. But or Cody attacked Drew. Like the violence between the both of them is what kept the feud entertaining. Taking that away for 2 weeks, I don't know how it's going to aid the feud that is already a lot of people's already over. I just hope that the 3 stages of hell match is good. I know it will be, but yeah, everybody's tired of this feud. I think Jacob Fatu is probably going to be next for Cody after this. So
And if Jacob Fatu is next, Jacob Fatu wins the championship. Let's start the year off with the unexpected.
You think he
Have
beat
him
Super
win the
Cody?
chip. Have him win the championship, bro. He was slated to be on a nasty run. Like I mean, before the whole like dental surgery, whatever, he was
Mm-hmm.
finna be on a crazy run, bro. I feel like they was gonna give him the title. They were supposed to give him the title. I don't know, like Survivor Series or something. Like he was supposed to win. Like yes, this is. Come on, man. Let's do the unexpected. Triple H, do the unexpected. Give my man a chip, bro. Let him run. Like it's okay. It's okay for Cody to lose. It's all right. He's gonna get it back eventually. He got like 3 years, 2, 3 years left. It's okay. He's had it. He's held it. He's lost it. Won it again. Like let him. Let's go into some different things. That's all I'm saying. Is just do something different. And you know me.
Uh,
You know I'm a Samoan by by vision. All right. I ain't Samoan by blood. If I look at a person, be like, you know what? I look like you. We both you Samoan, I'm Samoan. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna call it Samoan by vision. All right. So that's my cousin from another cousin that we not related, but that's my man's. So you feel me? Come on, man. Come on. It's time. Like, come on. If I can't have Roman, that let me at least have Jacob.
okay. What if it's not Jay? What if they go back into something with Roman? Because we did get that little stare down post War Games.
Yeah, but like I feel like they if they do that, then he not holding the title for. But that's not no
Just,
like that's a WrestleMania match though. But you
I'm
got
just
to
asking you
understand that
because I know you a Roman guy. So
I am a woman guy, but I'm always gonna be a woman guy. But at the same time, I'm also a realist fan, and I know that Roman having the title would essentially once like you thought he was part-time now, or he's going to be half a part-time. Like you may see him maybe 3 times out the year, and I don't want that. I don't like I want before I was cool with it, but now it's like, listen, you had your reign, you did what you had to do. Like if y'all fight, cool, don't fight for the title though. Like y'all can have that fight. That's a great fight without a title on the line. I'm cool with that.
you know they would never non-title Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Where on a pay-per-view, on a PLE? If it's going on the PLE, it's going on there for the title. But I
But that
do
but
agree with you though, in terms of I don't think that should be next. I
no.
definitely think it should be Jacob Fatu when he's ready to come back. Um, yeah, I
That's
feel like
that's
that's the
all I'm
only
saying.
thing on the horizon though. Those be the only two things on the horizon post three
Because
stages
I
of hell.
mean, you don't like obviously we've been calling for Randy. We don't know when Randy's gonna have like my boy healthy. He out there promo. He out there promoting for Royal Rumble. So like I mean if he returns to Royal Rumble, cool, that's fine. But like my man still got it. He still got some gas left in the tank. He can do something. Feel me? We gonna keep prolonging this Cody like Randy thing, then like once again, like have them fight without a title. If you're not gonna put him in the title scene, have them fight without a title. Get the title off of Cody. That way you can start doing the feuds that matter. You feel me? Running back
Yeah,
him and Roman, cool. Him and Randy, cool. Know what I'm saying?
yeah. Moving on though, because we don't want to bleed. We don't want to bleed it, because we do have a lot of wrestling to talk about from the past couple days, um, from AEW. Uh, Shout out to those who have been keeping up with the C2 Continental Classic. Um, like I have, like Rashaad has, because it's been really fun. It's been a really uh, fun tournament to watch. All of the matches uh, really good. Um, yeah, and it culminated at Worlds End, uh, where we had the winner of the Gold League, which was Kyle Fletcher, take on the runner-up of the Blue League, which was John Moxley, in one semifinal, and the winner of the Blue League, which was Takeshita, Takeshita, excuse me, uh, taking on Okada in the first two in the first semi whoa in the semifinals matches for the Continental Classic. But I did want to go back real quick to Collision, where the final group stage matches happened, because if you didn't see Collision, like I said, there was the final group stage matches that took place, and I just want to quickly say, if you didn't get to go see that show, if you're not a normal Collision watcher, which sometimes I'm not either, but go back and watch this episode of Collision if you didn't. There were a lot of not just good matches, but stories that evolved over the Continental Classic that took place in on Collision, uh, and it was a really good show. Uh, if you haven't gotten to go see it, but we'll move into World's End, and we'll start off with the first semifinal match: Okada versus Takeshita. Is how we start the show. A banger match that everybody who watches AEW has been kind of waiting to see happen. Both members of the Don Callis family, both uh, men came from New Japan. Takeshi is the current New Japan World Champion. Uh, Okada is the current defending Continental Champion and All American Champion. And yeah, they're in the same group, and we know they don't like each other. And everybody just wanted to see what would happen when they finally got in the ring. And the match was killer. I'm a Takeshi guy. I was rooting for Takeshi to win the entire tournament. Uh, Unfortunately, he did lose to Okada. But what was interesting is how he lost. Okada uses the screwdriver, which has been a common weapon used by Don Callis, giving the guys when they are in trouble, but never used against one another. Kyle Fletcher and Okada had a match in this tournament, and Don Callis didn't get involved. And you would think he would play an impartial role, but instead the screwdriver found his way into Okada's hands, which he used to pick up the win. A little upset that Takeshi didn't win, but I know this is now going to lead to Takeshita breaking away from the Don Callis family in the next year and doing his own thing, which I'm also not mad at. Match was really good. What did you think about the match between Okada and Takeshita?
Um, it
In the
shows
finish,
that it shows that uh we won't have a genuine straight up match where there's a clean winner.
yeah,
Because both of these men are just so good at what they do. Um, and it's like how do you really book that? Like obviously like you have to book it to where like nobody wins clean. You feel me? Because they're just that good. Um, I thought the match was solid. I was expecting a little bit more. It's but with me, I've been like those two type of wrestlers. I'm knowing it's not going to be a clean finish, but I was hoping like maybe you feel me, maybe we can get a clean finish to see who like student versus mentor type shit.
yeah.
So like
Like
I
we
was
got a lot in that match, and we were heading towards that third gear when uh Okada used the screwdriver, but it's only letting me know that okay, they're saving this match for
yeah
a big time card, which might be all out.
like because like especially in that moment like yes it was for the it was a Continental Classic, but like at the same time, that's also like what they like if they run it back for even a bigger prize, then it's like we already know so and so can beat, So I feel like the finish was warranted, to save it. Um, hey, shout out Okada, even though he won in a sneaky way. Um, and I mean he goes on to the finals. But the match was solid though. The match was solid. I'll give it if I had to rate it out of like a I don't know, maybe like a what 5. I give it like I give it like a 3.6, 3.7
Yeah,
out of 5.
the match wasn't the craziest match, especially once we see the match that happens
Yes.
immediately after.
After that,
So
which
it wasn't the
hmm
craziest match, but the most important thing being how Okada won with the screwdriver and what he does with the screwdriver after the match, which is discard of it. So the ref obviously couldn't find it on him by throwing the screwdriver under the ring. This is important as we head into literally the next match, which is the other semifinal match, Moxley versus Fletcher. And man, this match was insane. This match was actually insane. Kyle Fletcher has had a crazy 2025 breakout start of the year for sure. But Moxley has also is coming off a really good year in terms of work. Like he was champion, he was world champion for a while before he dropped the belt to Hangman, which was a really good match. The matches that followed with Darby Allin, also really good matches. Lead straight into the Kyle O'Reilly feud, very good matches. Into the Continental Classic and Moxley, man, I don't know how he didn't win Wrestler of the Year.
yeah, this was a 5-star match for me. It 100% was a 5-star match for me. And then even the finish, like even after Fletcher lost, um, he goes back and he chops John Moxley after the match. So
Just one
like
final shot.
you feel me? Like it's definitely a 5-star match for me.
Yeah, this match was crazy. You had uh John Moxley hit Kyle Fletcher with a sleeper suplex off the top rope. Fletcher landed straight on his neck, like straight on the top of his head. Which, if you saw, warranted a response from William Regal on social media.
Yes.
Talking about neck issues and landing on your neck. We'll talk about that in a few, but because I really want to give this match its credit. The crowd was going crazy for Mox in this match, just based off of his showing in the Continental Classic and before that. By this point, at the top of the year, Mox was the most hated heel in the company, probably. You lead into this, and they're actively on their feet, screaming for Moxley. The reaction when he won the match was crazy, and it just goes to show you how well Moxley has been performing, because he hasn't really changed besides just being super great in the ring. So, and it is, that is a natural crowd turn, something you don't see often now. Natural crowd turn from heel to face, just off the love. So yeah, Moxley ends up beating Kyle Fletcher after Kyle Fletcher goes to search for the screwdriver, the same screwdriver that Okada used earlier on Takeshita and then threw under the ring. Fletcher was looking for that same screwdriver that was hidden in the turnbuckle pads. After not being able to find it, Moxley takes advantage and ends up getting the win with the sleeper. Crazy match. Like Rashaad said, 5-star match for sure. Yeah, so now we know that the finals is Okada versus Moxley for the Continental Championship, basically. From there, there was the Bang Bang Gang versus FTR in a death match, Chicago Street Fight. Yeah. Juice Robinson, Ace, and Austin Gunn both bled crazy in this match. I thought it was a good match to have right after the two semifinal matches to kind of keep the momentum going.
I mean, FTR always puts on a good match. Not fully, wasn't fully familiar with the Bang Bang Gang, but they put on a hell of a match though, because they did the same thing with Bodito. So like, it FTR has is coming off of like two great pay-per-view matches, um, Full Gear and now World's End. So I thought this was solid. Like I said, I'm not fully familiar with the Bang Bang Gang, but they definitely caught my attention. So I fuck
Yeah,
with
I
them.
like the Bang Bang Gang because normally you would see Austin Gunn team with his brother Colton, and Juice is in it. Ace Austin is in it now, and Jay White is in it too. But Colton Gunn and Jay White are both out with injuries, so it's just been Juice and Austin Gunn as recently, and I still think they've been very entertaining, even missing like half the group. So, but I knew FTR was going to win here. I didn't think they were going to give it to the Bang Bang Gang because FTR literally just won the belt. So, but the match was good. So, and everybody's talking about Kyle Fletcher landing on his neck, but don't nobody want to say nothing about my boy Stoke almost dying on that table. My boy Big Stoke almost dying on that table in that match, which I keep seeing all down my timeline on social media, and it's hilarious every time. Only Stokely could take that table bump the way he took that table bump. Nobody else could. Literally flew over the table, hit the side, hit the ground, table flips over top of him. Hilarious. And not even on purpose.
Listen, man, Stoke be putting himself. He be getting himself in predicaments. So
I didn't know how Stoke will work with FTR, but he's been really good, and that's just a credit to Stokely. From there, we had the Babes Wrath versus Mercedes and Athena for the Women's Tag Championships. I really like this match. This match, like, was better than not better than I thought it would be. I don't want to say like I had low expectations for this match, but I really, I'm a tag team guy. I'm a tag team guy. So I just really enjoyed the tag work in this match from all four women, like Mercedes and Athena, who don't have to go out their way to be this crazy tag team and do all these crazy tag team moves because they're already they're already champs, singles champs of their respective brands. And the Babes of Wrath are still growing as a tag team. And they've been really good. So yeah, I really like the tag work in this match. This match
and
was really good to me.
unfortunately, which I almost crashed out about, my stream started acting up watching it. I couldn't fully watch the match, and I almost went to sleep. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was pissed off because I couldn't see my girl Willow. Um, but I stayed up and watch it. I mean,
That,
finish the pay per view. But I'm not gonna lie to you, that hurt my heart. That hurt my soul. I do know that they won. That's a good
mhm.
thing. That's really what I was hoping
They
for. But
did win. They did win.
I always want to see my girl Willow, man. I will always want to see Willow in action. She's a very great wrestler. Um, yeah,
Now
but
Willow is crazy. Athena is listen. We gotta have talks about Athena because she really impressed me in this match. Like just the way she was able to do anything in the match. Like if you needed her to deadlift German Willow Nightingale, she could, but she could also fly off the top rope. But also her strikes look snug. Athena was really good in this match. Shout out to the Babes of Wrath for getting the dub. Uh, Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd is next. And I've seen a lot of people shit on this match. And honestly, I can't say that I agree. And it's not me just trying to be different, but I really didn't think the match was bad. I thought the match was okay. Darby and Gabe were both bleeding crazy. Darby was bleeding. I don't even know how many minutes into the match, like 30 seconds into the match, I was already asking, is Darby Allin okay? But this match was okay. It wasn't even no disqualification or anything like that, and they both was bleeding crazy by the end of the match.
I always say, something gotta be better than drugs,
Yeah,
especially
crazy
for Darby
coffin
Allin.
drop from the floor, top rope to the floor. I don't see how anybody can say this match was bad. I still can't remember the name of this 8-person tag match. There was a name for it.
Mixed Nuts Mayhem.
There we go. Thank you. Mixed Nuts Mayhem. I don't know why I had written here Full Nuts Mayhem. I don't know. But yeah, these names that they come up with in AEW are great. But yeah, Mixed Nuts Mayhem, which was Tony Storm on one side teaming with
The
Orange
conglomeration.
Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, the conglomeration, and Roderick Strong versus the Death Riders on the other side. Fun match. A lot of fun spots in this match between Orange Cassidy, Tony Storm, and Roger Strong, and Marina Shafir, and Claudio hitting Tony Storm with a giant swing. Like, this match was fun, and it wasn't bad. Okay match to kind of let the fans get involved and interact and stuff like that. You needed it because before this, it was straight just action from the first match all the way up to this. So you needed this kind of match to let the crowd take a breather for a second. You need these kind of matches on the show.
This is a good match, though. It's a good match.
Yes. See, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter follows for the AEW Women's World Championship. This match was back and forth. The whole match definitely picked up near the end. With Statlander barely edging it out the win over Jamie Hayter. Definitely think that these two aren't done. And like, the more matches they have with each other, the better they're going to get. Yeah, this match was okay. This match was good. I want to say, and it wasn't crazy. It didn't, like I said, it didn't really pick up until the end, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was alright for me. Yeah.
Chris Statlander, like I said, retains. John Moxley versus Okada, Continental Classic Finals. Moxley is coming into this match having probably the craziest Continental Classic, like, in terms of like physical, out of everybody. I'd say him or Kyle Fletcher, like, in terms of just the pacing of all their matches. And Okada, who's had a more lax run, even walking out of the semifinals earlier, didn't seem like he had took crazy damage. Moxley was definitely probably the fan who the people wanted to go behind going into this match. I think it's the first time ever for Moxley and Okada to get in the ring with each other. And in my opinion, the match didn't disappoint. I enjoyed this match. Yeah, John Moxley wins the Continental Classic uh, after hitting Okada with the Death Rider in the middle of the ring, clean, no interference, no shenanigans for it. But they went with John Moxley, and I can't say I'm mad at him, man. Like I've been giving Moxley his praises all show, so I'm not mad at it. What did you think about the finals of the Continental Classic?
No, I agree with you. I figured something just had just told me that Moxley was gonna win. Um, you know, like I said, I'm more familiar with Mox than Okada, uh, but something just told me, especially after his match with Kyle Fletcher. I just felt like yeah, he's gonna win this. He's gonna win this. I feel like Mox has been putting on matches with other guys and pretty much help elevate them in their characters. I feel like this is well deserved. This
For
is well
sure.
deserved.
What he did for Kyle O'Reilly in their feud was huge. Like Kyle O'Reilly before the feud with Moxley was literally just another guy in the conglomeration down there. And by the end of it, like people were really behind Kyle, and I saw some people calling for him to win uh TT championship and things of that, but or and yeah, Moxley didn't have to do that with him being where he was just a few months ago as world champ. So shout out Mox, man. A great promo he cut after. Um, I would go watch it because it's literally right after winning the Continental Classic. Something they couldn't do for Carmelo Hayes. The weird co-main of the show of a pay-per-view for AEW that and Mox is cutting a promo after winning a title. But Carmelo Hayes couldn't or take Smackdown or whatever.
Once again, Triple H.
And that wraps up the Continental Classic for this year, man. Like I said earlier, great tournament. I enjoyed every match in it. Um, I wanted to talk real quick about some people that I think should be in. I I would want to see in the Continental Classic in the future or next year or and one person that came to my mind was Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight had a decent showing uh, in the Continental Classic this year, um, but I think Kevin Knight really showed me something in this tournament, and I became a fan of Kevin Knight in this tournament. So I would like to see him back in the tournament. Uh, I would like to see Gay Kid in the tournament next year. Uh, Mike Bailey was really good in the tournament.
I feel like Darby Allen, even though he wasn't able to continue, I feel like I want to see Darby in the Continental Classic, and actually participate fully. Um, uh, Even though he's a bastard, well, Wheeler Yuta, I wouldn't mind Wheeler Yuta.
Well, the bastard's Pac, but
Oh, and I'm sorry.
Willie,
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's the hair, man. The hair be getting. I knew it was pot, but it's just that the hair. At least we at least they have hair, and they're not bald headed. And had to pick anybody else. And um, maybe Bobby. Bobby.
Bobby
Let's
Lash.
let's go Big Bob, man. Big, that's my man. Let's go Big Bobby Lashley, man. Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
liked
what I
your
would have to
Darby. I
say.
liked your Darby Allen pick because I feel like Darby Allen was on pace to have like a, but not on pace, but I feel like Darby Allen doesn't get to show off like his wrestling a lot, and through the Continental Classic, I feel like depending on the matchups, especially with the matchups this year, we could have got some really good Darby Allen matches that didn't consist of him like flying off the top of a balcony to the floor or something crazy, but just really good in-ring matches. Darby could have had if he was able to go through the whole tournament. So I like that choice. Brodito, I mean not Brodito, Bandito. My bad. Bandito would, I feel like, would have a crazy kind of classic just because of his cardio. Like I feel like he had the cardio and to be able to go through the Continental Classic and have a really good showing. But last but not least for World's End, we get the AEW World Title match. MJF wins the World Championship for the second time after coming back 2 weeks ago, and cashing in his casino gauntlet contract. And I gotta say, I'm a little surprised at how fast he was able to do it. I'm not surprised he was able to do it again. I'm just a little surprised at how fast he did it. But I can't say I'm mad. Well, what did you think about MJF winning the world title? What did you think about the match itself?
Na, 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 na. Um, I the match was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, the match was pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed Swerve Strickland though. Um, I feel like my man's just shows how good he is in the goddamn ring. Um,
Swerve is so good, bro.
like it just shows like he's really like that nice. And I'm upset that WWE wasn't able to allow him to show how good he is in the ring. But you know what? Listen, it's okay because he went to AEW and that he was able to show that he there, and I'm happy for him. Like in my opinion, Swerve is really like Swerve is the MVP of that match. Like he was beating everybody ass. Um, like yeah. Uh, MJF, you can't it's hard to hate MJF, man, because the way he just
Is it?
sells.
It's just funny to say, like, is it literally MJF's prides himself on being extremely
Yeah,
hated, but
but like,
I just find that
but
funny.
like, it's hard because like he just sells everything so well,
No,
bro.
I get what you're saying though.
Like,
Like
you feel
in the
me?
ring, like, you can say whatever you want about MJF's character, and oh, he just says mean shit on the mic to get a reaction. You can say whatever. When it's time for him to step in between those ropes, bro.
Yeah, it's
Work
like
rate wise, there's not many better than MJF.
I got to give it to him. Man. It's just he's just he's very talented. Um, but I like I said, I'm not necessarily surprised when he first of all when he came back and cashed in his contract. I was like, yeah, he's most likely going to win. Like, there's no way a person puts themselves in a triple threat match and make it a
Mm-hmm.
fatal four way if he's not winning. And yeah,
And like we talked about this a little bit last night, I told you I respect it. I respect it because normally what they would do with MJF is they would give him the world title, but it would be after building. It will be after months of feuds of him building up people that they're going to try to use in the future before him winning, finally get a chance to win the title in some like just cheating fashion. But if you look at if anything MJS has been saying since he came back and before he came back, the focus is a little different for MJF now. Like he kind of wants to show people that he's more than just what they've seen from him in the past, and that he is a really good wrestler when it just comes down to brass tacks. So I could appreciate them not wasting any time and going straight into the world title picture with the contract. Like I said, I didn't know if I wasn't fully expecting them to give it to him here. Kind of thought I didn't know where they were going to go. But yeah, MJF is kind of like the obvious choice. Um, his first title reign was really good. Um, I'm a little nervous because I don't know if the second one will be able to surpass his first title reign. But if anybody can do it, it's MJF. So I'm tuned in. I'm gonna be tuned in. Um, I know his first title match is probably going to be against Bandito because he won the Dynamite Diamond Ring, which is an interesting dynamic because you have the previous 4-time winner and the new winner about to face each other for the title, and both men are really good. So I know the match is going to be killer. If you had to give Worlds End a total rating from 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I give it. Mm, I give it. I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
Okay. I would give it a 8.3. 8.3 out of 10.
That's not bad.
Solid, really solid, a really good show to end off the year for AEW. Great year they've had um in 2025.
Promotion
And
of the
we'll
year.
see promotion of the year. We'll see what they have in store in 2026 if they can keep this momentum going. Um which I think they'll be able to. Like if you just look at the landscape of things now, like they're set over there. They're set. They got a lot of things going over there right now.
Mm-hmm. I agree. We
Now,
got to make something happen.
with the new year coming to a close, something that we like to do and that we've been doing over the past couple of years, and that we want to now share with y'all, the listeners, is we want to pick 3 wrestlers that we want to have a big year in 2026. This is something we do. We've been doing, and some people we're right about. Dom Mysterio. And some people we're not so right about. You get what I'm saying? So I could let you start off with your 3 people you want to see have a breakout year next year.
I'm gonna keep mine real short and sweet. I feel like these names need no explanation. They're them, and they're gonna show out this coming year. And if they don't, I'm gonna be at motherfuckers' dose. All right, i.e. Triple H. First on the list is none other than who I said previously. I got mixed up. I apologize. The bastard, Pac. I feel like Pac should have a great year. I feel like he should take control of the Death Riders and the Death Riders in the country. And I feel like
South Carolina. Sound like your
he
mom.
should he should win a chip this year. He should win not just any chip. I feel like he should win the AEW World Championship. I feel like he's putting on great matches. Let's give Pac a run. You know.
Pac is AEW World Champion, something we haven't seen before, and Pac's been in AEW since the
So
beginning, damn near.
I feel like yeah. See, he's one. Next, undoubtedly, we already know it. As soon as I say the name, once again, no explanation needed. My girl, Miss Hawaii herself, Soruka. Need I say more? Soruka is going to have a ridiculous year next year. Mark my words, she's going to win a main roster championship before the end of 2026. I guarantee you. It's going to happen, bro. She's coming. And last, but certainly not least, the dark horse of this trio, Montez Ford. There's no way you have a star like that and you don't allow him to go on a singles run. Ever
It's the
since that,
year we finally
ever
get the
since
Montez
that
Ford singles
promo,
push.
ever since that self-made promo that he posted on Instagram of him talking to his other self in the mirror,
Yeah, I seen
I've been
those.
sold since then. You feel me? I know the Street Profits contract is coming up. Listen, all respects to Docs, but I need Taz to go in that singles run. They don't understand. They're sitting on gold. They have a gold mine with this man. You feel me? It's time, bro. It's
Yeah,
that the
can't
like
be
he
mad at you.
the athleticism, like the charisma, the athleticism. You feel me? Like he has it. He is there. Come on, man. Those my 3. Pop, Soul, Ruka, Montez.
Yeah, can't be mad at him, man. I do think Montez is too good to still be like doing the same thing he's doing. And there's no disrespect to the Street Profits. It's just it's the truth. For me, three people I want to see have a breakout year next year, 2026. First, Ray Phoenix. Whether it's as part as the Lucha Bros or whether it's singles run, Ray Phoenix is too damn good not to have a crazy year next year. Like, he's too exciting. No one can do what he does in the WWE for real. There's no way you don't put some momentum behind Ray Phoenix next year. For these next two, I wanted to use them on people that I'm not too familiar with, but intrigued about. And I looked through both rosters, WWE and AEW, finding these two people. First, Nick Wayne. I watched a little bit of Nick Wayne when he was with Christian, and once he broke away from Christian, but I think Nick Wayne is really good in-ring performer, and after learning from Christian, I feel like he's going to take that next step character-wise in 2026. Kind of on some like Dominic Mysterio type shit. And third, and not least, I'm going to say Megan Bain, the Megasis. I feel like Megan Bain is really good and trained in that New Japan style. I feel like in 2026, Megan Bain is most likely going to be AEW Women's World Champion at some point.
Hey, it's not a bad list. It's not a bad list. Hey man, listen. If there's anybody that you feel like would have a great year in the year 2026, let us know. Put it in the
Yeah,
comments, DM us. Like, just let us know what's your predictions. What do you
I'm
think? You
I'm
know,
locking in with these three people, so I'm gonna be tuned in to all of their matches over the next year, because once I put my backing behind somebody, I'm fully behind.
and we know, we know. Mhm. But
Yeah, I just
of
like my
course,
days, man.
hey, I'm not mad at it. You know, but of course, it's everybody's favorite segment of the week. It is our hot spots of the week. All right, this is where we pick our three favorite spots between all across all promotions and who stuck out to us and who we giving a hot spot of the week to. All right. Now, I think I went first last time, but I'm gonna go first again because I only have
Oh,
one hot. I only have one hot spot. There's only one hot spot, and
really?
this hot spot goes to one person who I feel like defied the odds, defied the distractions and the trials and tribulations, and was able to succeed and is going into the year strong, hungry, and shooting nothing but net. And that's Carmelo Hayes.
Do nothing but nut.
Nothing but net. Whoa, whoa, what?
That's what you
What?
said.
I said
That's
shoot
what
nothing
you
but
said.
net.
Oh,
I said you nothing but brother. What is brother?
no,
This
no, no.
guy. This
That's
guy.
what you said.
I
You
said
said
shoot
nothing.
nothing but net, bro.
Okay, nothing but that. All
It's crazy. Hey man, who's your hot spots, man?
right. For me, my hot spots of the week are going to go to uh John Moxley and Kyle Fletcher semifinals. I mean, how could it not? Probably the best match on the show. For Worlds End. Second, Kevin Knight, somebody I spoke on earlier. Uh, his match with Pac, he really impressed me in that match. I know what Pac can do already. Been watching him for years, but Kevin Knight really impressed me in the match. So that's why he's one of my hot spots of the week. And lastly, I'm gonna go with Athena, another person I talked about earlier. How much they impressed me. She impressed me uh, in the tag match. Uh, this Athena is one I don't even quite understand how WWE let get away, but they did, and now she's doing some of the best work of her career in AEW and ROH. So yeah, those are my three hot spots of the week.
Hey man. Of course, if you guys have any hot spots, if you agree with us or disagree with us, let us know what your hot spots of the week is. But as always, that wraps up episode 24 of the Hot Tag Podcast. All right. Make sure you follow us on all our socials. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us for more content.
Facts.
As always, we appreciate all the love and support, man. New year. You
2026 gonna
feel
be a
me?
big year.
New hot tag on the way, man.
Marketing now.
You feel me? Of course, without y'all, none is possible, man. So, as always, signing out for the year. We will see y'all in the year 2026. That's Justin. I'm Rashaad. Always remember, stay sharp, stay fresh, and stay hot. Peace.